Of course.
British wins.
Of course. There we go. I don't know. Good evening, folks. I'll do it anyway. I don't know if something was going on. How you doing? Happy Sunday, Freddie Vasquez. Basement Politics Unfiltered. Really quick, I just wanted to place a couple videos and just go over those videos, and then I'm going to get up out of here. Today, I was out petitioning, getting signatures on the petitions, and, I got some petitions. I got some signatures, I should say. So it was a good day today, and I met a lot of people, talked to some people just, woman was like, this one woman did that to me. She like waved me from a window. Get out of here. Get away from it. Nothing that I'm not used to, right? I've done sales. Years ago, I would knock on doors. In college, I went knocking on doors to sell Kirby vacuum cleaners. Anybody ever heard of that? Very expensive, $1,300 vacuum cleaners. And I just wondered, how could we get someone to buy a $1,300 vacuum cleaner by just knocking on their door, right? They're not even expecting this person to show up. But I can sell you a $1,300 vacuum cleaner. So I knocked on doors. I got signatures. I went to one building in particular, and I did meet some people there, registered Democrats, who did sign. One woman told me, however, as I was about to leave, the last door I knocked before I decided to leave, she says that, I already signed those papers, and she said a woman named Rocky came around and collecting everybody's signature. And I said, yeah, who's Rocky? She said, Rocky, she used to be in politics. She worked for the Jewish guy. I said, the Jewish guy? Yeah, the Jewish guy. He was the councilman with the glasses. And I didn't know who she was referring to until I actually met Rocky, right? So I said, okay, so Rocky got everyone's signatures. She said, yeah, she had told all of us that she would be coming around and not to sign with anybody else. And we'd sign these papers. So I signed already. I said, okay, thank you, no problem. And so I headed to the lobby, where I met a gentleman who was sitting there, and I think he was waiting for his Uber Eats food or whatever. And he started to talk, and I asked him, I went right up to him and said, hey, how you doing, sir? Are you a registered Democrat? And he said, yes, I am. But then he starts talking about his, how he's disgruntled, I say, with politics, right? He's fed up, he's jaded, he's tired of all the corruption. Politicians are out for themselves. And then he looks out the window and he goes, do you know that lady? And I said, no. I go, who's that? He goes, that's Rocky. I said, oh, that's Rocky. I was like, perfect, because I wanted to meet Rocky, right? I wanted to talk to Rocky. And so she hesitated, and I think she saw me with the clipboard, so she kind of knew that I was there maybe getting petitions. So when she came in, she asked me who I was collecting for. So I said, I'm collecting for myself. And she said, oh, yourself? She was surprised. I said, yes. And I said, my name is Freddie Vasquez. I'm running for mayor of the city of Yonkers. And she said, oh, okay, well, we collected signatures here. I said, I know. The gentleman was just telling me there, as well as another woman, that you already came around and collected their signatures. The guy that was there also said, yeah, Rocky came and already collected it, but he was, hated politics. He didn't, even care to really vote. He wasn't sure if he was going to vote or not. And, he was fed up. In fact, he liked Trump. Although he was a registered Democrat, he was angry that Biden is now in office. And, I got a video clip here, and I covered it up because I didn't want to really show his face. But I want you to hear it. Kirby made in the USA. Yeah, those are expensive, right? But I want you to hear this encounter between me and the woman, Rocky in the beginning. And then I'll play the rest of it, which is the gentleman, because ultimately he got upset, that he felt that he was, kind of conned into signing for Corazon Pineda, who was the person that Rocky was collecting for. So he said, who's Pineda? Who's Corazon? I said, the woman you signed for. He said, oh, no, I didn't want to sign. And so you'll hear that here. And so this has been happening a lot. People are signing. They don't even know what they're signing, who they're signing for. They don't know who are the candidates in the race, but they came and signed when someone came around with the papers. And so that is, to me, election fraud. That's voter fraud. You're conning people. And as I'm going through this voter list, I'm noticing, and maybe somebody could point out why, but a lot of the addresses are on the southwest side or south side. And I get it, Democrats, people who are minorities, maybe people impoverished are more likely to be Democrats statistically, right? I don't want to stereotype and say the wrong thing, right? But I didn't, I see most of these over there, and they always say, oh, those people don't vote, right? We hear that time and time again. Those people on that side don't vote. They don't vote. The blacks don't vote. The Hispanics don't vote. But a lot of the addresses are in Hispanic and black neighborhoods. So I'm wondering if they're just lying to us, saying that, so people who want to challenge them don't even think about going out there to that side. And in fact, they get all the petitions signed from them. And then they probably sneak a lot of their ballots in, right? They don't know. They don't even know who the candidate is. They don't know who they're voting for. These people don't even know that they're registered. Your name's on the list. Am I? Yeah. Oh, okay. You're a Democrat, right? If your list say so. This is unbelievable. This is unreal. And so this woman went and, got everybody prepped just before petition season started and made sure that the tenants who were registered Democrats in this one building would only sign for Corazon Pineda. That's not okay. The candidate should be there. The candidate should be the one getting the signature. That's the rule. That should be the rule. That's it. The candidate should be there to get the signature. You can have a team of people knock on the door. They open, hey, meet the candidate. How you doing? Boom, boom, boom. But they get the signature. Because this is a scam. This is a racket that's going on here. These poor people, they don't even know. They don't even know any better. Bendito corazón. Tú estás haciendo eso a la gente. Shame on you. Shame on you. And Rocky couldn't even tell this guy who he was signing for because he didn't even know who Corazon was. Rocky, but you got him to sign that petition. And you couldn't even tell him not only who the candidate was that he was signing for, but you couldn't even tell him what the platform, why should he sign for this person? Why should he be signing for Corazon? This guy's upset with politics as it is. And he wanted to now sign for me. Why? Because I spoke to him. I told him who I was. I told him exactly what the problem was and what needed to be done to fix it. And he liked that. There's several people that I've got to sign petition who were initially hesitant, but they ended up signing. One guy said, I never signed petition before. I just go and vote, but you're the first petition I'm signing. And it was an older white man. And I'm a Hispanic, young Hispanic man. I think I'm young. Right? It doesn't matter about this identity politics and all that. It's who you connect with and how you connect with them. We are all humans. We are all residents of the city of Yonkers. We all want the same thing. We want great schools. We want jobs, good quality communities to live in, safe communities, affordable housing. We all want the same thing, regardless of color or financial or income status, right? And so why can't we come to the same agreement? But we don't have that here in the city of Yonkers. We have poor schools, crappy roads, unsafe neighborhoods everywhere. It's unsafe. Cars are being stolen. They just caught a couple guys with 70-something catalytic converters. They're stealing from the stores. Then we have to worry about employees injuring and killing residents. And then we can't get to justice. It's totally upside down here in the city of Yonkers. And so it's not easy for me to get people to want to support and vote for me because they agree. They want change. They want change. And a lot of the people I think that are educated, sophisticated, and know what's going on are the ones that are not voting. They're just saying, what's the point? We know what's happening. It's not going to matter. So why come out and vote? And that's probably why they got a bunch of other folks who don't know any better all registered up to sign their petitions. I'm wondering how many absentee ballots are submitted, right? I'm wondering. I'm going to really, analyze a lot of this. I'm going to put the spreadsheets that I got of the walking list in a certain order and just kind of make an assessment, see what's really going on. So if anything, this is at least the silver lining. I'm going to find out how this thing works, how these people are doing this. You know, it's not just simply that people are voting for them because they like them. And there's a reason why voter turnout is so low. They like that. It works in their benefit. They can manipulate and steal the elections much easier that way. There's a reason why they debilitated the Republican Party and took control of the Democratic Party, and why most elections are won in the primary, the Democratic primary. They set all that up using food drives, using the senior centers, using these individuals within these buildings, these, you know, tenant leaders or association heads or whatever they are. They have them all in their pockets. And so they steal every election from us. And so we're never going to get anyone worthwhile in there. Anyway, folks, I want to play this video here before I get up out of here. This is the beginning here when I'm talking to Rocky. Now, it's not really that loud, although it sounds loud, but I think it's because of the echoing. We were in the lobby, so it's not like we were yelling or nothing like that. And then she was a little bit away from me, so I just want to make sure she heard me. She wanted to make sure that I heard her, I'm sure. But I don't want anyone to take it like we were yelling or arguing. It was not that. What I was saying to her was that, you know, this man, you had this man sign Corazon's petition, but he doesn't even know who she is. You didn't even tell him and explain to him who Corazon is, what she's going to do for the people, for him, and why he should vote for her over any other candidate. You did none of that. You just simply said, hey, here you go, sign this really quick. Okay, thank you very much. I'll see you later. That's basically what it was. Did you explain that to him? No, I'm asking you first. Would you like me to go first? Why I'm supporting her, yes. Why are you supporting her? Ask her. Why does she want you to sign? No. What is her platform? Why did you have this man sign? Why did you have this man sign Pineda Isaac's petition? What is she gonna do for this man? What is Corazon gonna do? I got you. See, Chuck Lesnick employee. You see? She has nothing to say.
No, but this is the problem. If you see, they put in the same party.
Yeah, the same party, but because we're running in the primary. So this election is going to be who's going to be the Democrat to run in the general election. She supports. So right there, I'm educating that man about the primaries. That man didn't even know why we were running against each other if we were in the same party. He said, well, aren't you in the same party? I said, yes, but this is the primary. So right now what we're doing is collecting petitions so we can get on the ballot in order to run in the primary to see who will be the Democrat for the general election. He doesn't even understand the process. He didn't even get that there were multiple Democrats in this race. This is you know, I don't even know the word to describe it. They're just telling them it's for the Democratic Party and them getting them to sign. Yeah, I'm sure they're just telling them whatever, make it as easy as possible. If they're even telling them that, here you go, just sign this. This is, you know, we got to make sure, you know, we get food, because there are people out there, and other candidates have heard this, that are saying if we don't sign for Corazon, Tasha, Diaz, we're not going to get any food. And this needs to be looked into. This needs to be investigated. Unbelievable that folks are being manipulated and lied to and conned into signing because they believe that if they don't, they will not get food. They're using their food insecurity against them. Shame on you. Shame on you. That's so sad of you, man. You people are pathetic. Unbelievable. For the Corazon, she came and got you to sign. You didn't even know what you were signing, and then she didn't even tell you what Corazon was going to do for you.
Yeah, but guess what? Nobody will do for me.
That's the problem. You're right. I agree.
You see me? I don't give a politics because politicians only look out for themselves.
So you're not going to vote?
What?
Yeah, you're going to vote this year?
I don't know.
You don't know?
But even doesn't make it by vote.
Because you say you don't get into politics.
No, I don't.
That's why I was just asking if you were going to vote.
I don't.
Well, I was just wondering if you were going to vote then.
I don't.
All right, so you don't vote. So I get it. I understand a lot of people are like that. They're tired of politics. They don't vote anymore. So I asked him, is he going to vote? I want to know. All right? You're a registered Democrat. You signed Corazon's petition. Are you going to vote? And he goes, why? I said, well, I just want to know because you said you're fed up with politics. He said that all politicians are out for themselves. That's all they care about. This is what this man is saying. Yet he signed Corazon petition. He didn't even know who she was. He was just told to sign by Rocky, who couldn't even explain to the man who Corazon was. She couldn't stay there and let him know what Corazon intended on doing, at least now that she got his signature. No. She just wished me luck and left. Although she did ask me after I asked her, I said, can you explain to me Corazon's platform? Why do you think she'll be, the better choice for mayor? She couldn't tell me. She goes, why are you running? I said, well, I asked you first, but if you want me to go first, okay. And then she started talking over me, so I never even got to say that. And then she just went off into the elevator. And so this is what happened next with the individual, because I think he was frustrated and a little bit upset that he had kind of been bamboozled into signing this petition, and he didn't even know why he was signing it. Someone that's not crooked, that's really here for the people. I don't need taxpayer money. I have my own businesses. I got 4 businesses. I don't need taxpayer money. The people that she got you to sign for are career politicians. Pineda Isaac has never had a job outside of politics.
Who's Pineda Isaac?
The one you signed for that you don't even know.
No, signing don't mean nothing.
I know, but he said, who is Pineda Isaac? I said, the one you signed for. He goes, signing don't mean nothing. Let me sign. I want to sign your petition. I cut it open there. He wanted to sign my petition. He was adamant about it. So I said, all right, I gave him a petition to sign. Because that's who he really wants to sign for, Freddie Vasquez. So whether it counts or not, at least I got him to sign for the person that he truly wanted, the person that he actually met, the person that he knew, the person that he heard speak and say what the issues were and what they wanted to do here in the city of Yonkers, the person that he connected with. Yet he wasn't given that opportunity because Corazon Pineda Isaac, as well as other candidates, have a bunch of these individuals out there herding folks into rooms and signing these petitions. Yeah, they're herding them into these community rooms to get them all to sign at one time. So they don't want you, Corazon. You're tricking them. But I don't think you want to win anyway. I think you're just doing this for Mike Spano, in my humble opinion. Again, the man says, who is Corazon? I said, I don't need taxpayer money. I have businesses. I've been supporting myself without taxpayer money all my life. Well, since I've been supporting myself anyway. And so I don't need this for the job. I don't do this for the title. I do this for the people like this man and others who have complained to me time and time again about the problems that exist here in the city of Yonkers, whether you're black, white, Hispanic, Asian, Indian, Arab, doesn't matter. We all know what the problems are. We all see it, and it's time that it changes. And we end this corruption and nepotism, and we bring back a true and honest democracy. This is horrible. We should be ashamed of ourselves, folks. We should be ashamed that this is our government, hijacked by a bunch of fools who are corrupt. Corrupt to the core. I wonder if Zahi Jarris is going to come out this election and intimidate voters like he was in previous elections. There's photos out there. John Rubo going along with him. This is Tammany Hall. These are goons, but they met the ultimate goon. I'm Freddie Vasquez. This is Basement Politics Unfiltered. Folks, be careful who you're signing for. Understand this process. It's so important because it's affecting you. I sat with one woman today who talked about the development that she lived in that was built crappy. Water's getting inside. Water gets inside the walls. They can hear it when it rains. They can hear the water coming inside, hitting the elevator as they are in them when it rains. Water's flooding the lobbies. Gas stoves blowing up for no reason. Multiple times. It's unbelievable. Nothing against her, but I've said it before. I can't take her seriously until she says an unkind word or two about the ongoing Spano scams taking place in broad daylight. I agree with you. And I said this before also. I said it a couple of days ago. None of them can be taken serious unless they speak up about the corruption that's going on. They have to speak up on the nepotism. And they're not. They're trying to sell themselves to you guys simply on what little they've done, not mentioning why they will be a better mayor than Spano was. And again, Corazon and Moranti are there to support Spano. 1,000%. I'm willing to bet on that. Any bet? Anyone taking bets? Let's do a poll. Who wants to do a poll? That's what I believe. That's what I genuinely believe. And she's hogging up and taking those petitions from other true Democrats like myself and even like Reverend Margaret Coleman, who I'm sure will be an honest mayor. But unfortunately, we have too much corruption in here. And that's definitely going to impact the elections, and it's going to skew it in their favor unless we have a great awakening. I'm Freddie Vasquez. This is Basement Politics, the place where truth lives, corruption dies. I don't chase fires. I don't chase the ambulances. I was happened to come upon the police cars, and when I see a lot of them and I see them speeding down Yonkers streets, it's something serious, and I think I should be there. I don't know why, but I hope they got the guy. Another incident involving a car. I don't know if it was a stolen vehicle, but it was picked up by APAL. They took it over their sawmill lot. That's where your car is, homie, if you ever pop back up, if you didn't get caught. But you will. And they'll add more charges. So be smart. You know, minimize the time you serve in jail. Don't maximize it. Folks, I'm Freddie Vasquez. I'm out here. Have a beautiful week.
Freddie wins. Fatality.
You're watching Basement Politics with my dad, Freddie Vasquez.
You're watching Basement Politics with my dad, Freddie Vasquez.
Thank you for watching Basement Politics with my husband, Freddie Vasquez.
Freddie.
I was raised in housing.
Fatality.
I was raised in housing. I was raised in housing. I was raised in housing.
In another one, Mr. Rumo lied to me. And I don't vote for a person that lied to me. Thank you very much.
I want to end this quick because I'm greedy and I want some of the butter chicken.
Freddie wins. Fatality.